this video is a little bit different. Just before Christmas we treated ourselves to a bit of a audio-visual upgrade as far as our viewing goes, and we bought a Sky Stream. Now I hadn't heard of this, and it basically is Sky via streaming. Now I know Sky, some of you will know that Sky do a TV that you can rent from them that's got Sky built in, and you don't need a satellite dish. Well, I found out about this little thing. This is a Sky Stream Puck, and it's a streaming stick basically, and it's in a little, as you can see, it's quite small. It's got 3 connections on it. It's got a network cable, it's got an HDMI and a power. Now we bought this really because it's got 4K on it, and we've got a 4K TV at home, and it's got Dolby Atmos surround sounds on it, Dolby Digital and all that sort of thing, so it's absolutely brilliant indoors. But the other sort of reason I bought it was I thought I could actually take this away in the motorhome. So shall I show you how it works? So like I say, it's got 3 connections on the back. There's the power, there's the HDMI and the network cable. It's also got a TV aerial, and I have no idea why it needs that. You don't need that at all. Anyway, so let's plug this in. The HDMI is color coded, so it only goes one way. So pink to pink, and put the power lead in. It will need, this is not a USB one, it will need 240 volts, so I don't think we can use it off grid at the moment. So I'm just going to plug that in there. I'm going to plug the HDMI into the telly. Make sure you get it the right way around. And the network cable will go in the network socket of my Avtex router. So that's basically it. It's booting up now. It's flashing away. I'm just going to put it in the cupboard out of the way at the moment. Nice out of the way. It's got a remote with it as well, so anyone who's used Sky Glass will probably recognise this remote. It's very similar. It's got voice command on it, it's got a home button, and it's got a up, down and select button, and a volume control. Can't use the volume control because I haven't set it up for this TV, but let's switch it on. Yeah, so switch the telly on. It's on. There we go. I will have to turn the sound down on the telly because I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything, so no sound, but the sound is pretty good. Just turn that down. Right. But with the Sky, this is the Sky remote, so with the Sky remote you've got obviously the suggested things. It's suggesting you watch some things we've been watching. You've got what they call a playlist. Now this is not a recorder, so it doesn't record things, but what you do is that if you want to watch a series of something, you add it to a playlist. So I've been watching Jack Ryan, series 3. I've been watching a little bit of the Next Generation, and German program and Dutch program, brushing up on my Dutch. With this playlist, it's a bit like, well, it is what it says. You basically add things to your playlist, and it remembers them for you, and it will look for the next in the series. A bit difficult to explain. So if you go to TV shows, and I don't know if you want to watch, no, it's not got an example there. So we'll go to Sky Atlantic. So you could then, if you wanted to watch that, you'd add the series, and that adds it to your playlist. So next time you go on, if you go into your playlist, that series is on there, and you can watch them one at a time, like you could do on the old box set. So it doesn't record. It's not a recording facility, but basically, as long as you can find something on here, you can watch it. A good example is if you wanted to watch How to Train Your Dragon. That's already started, so that's playing, but you can actually watch it from the start. So it started 41 minutes ago. If I pressed sorry, going back again. So I want to watch it from the start, and it will go back to the start. If I go back to the iPlayer, there we go. And that's the great thing about it. It's got things like BBC iPlayer built in. There we go, it goes back to the start. I'm just going to press home again. And anything that you can search for things as well. So if I just say find Jack Ryan, find Jack Ryan, it then goes to all the things that have got Jack Ryan in it. So that's the one I've been watching on Prime Video. So it's got Prime Video built into it, it's got iPlayer built into it, ITV Hub, and it's got all the Sky channels. I was seriously impressed with this when I saw it. It's actually cheaper than our previous Sky HD satellite setup. You don't need a dish, and as long as you've got a good signal, you can watch Sky. So we've got the Sky Sports, we've got Sky Cinema, we've got the Sky Atlantic, and all the sort of, you know, the traditional Sky things. And the great thing is, we can take it with us, and we don't need a Sky dish. The only drawback, as far as I can tell, is the signal. You need a decent signal to watch it, and I think that's the same with all the streaming devices. So now I've got this Avtex router, and hopefully I'll be getting better download speeds, then hopefully we can start watching Sky. So if you haven't looked it up, have a look at Sky Stream. I just think it's brilliant, and it's definitely the way forward. No more pointing your dishes in the right direction. Yeah. I better shut up, because I'm sounding like a Sky salesman, and we're not being paid to say anything about this, but I'm really, really impressed with this. So have a look at it. So that's Sky Stream. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Inglorious 4x3. So if you found this interesting, give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch up with you in the next one. See you then. Bye then.